Welcome to the deep dive. We know you're busy, you want to learn quickly, and nobody really has hours for endless reading, right?
Exactly. That's why we're here.
So today, we're diving into 10 really practical, almost zero-effort strategies you can actually weave into your day. The goal, to boost your English.
And the best part is each one takes, what, maybe 5 minutes? Tops.
Yeah, 5 minutes. And these aren't just random tips either. They're sourced from a certified English teacher, someone with, decades of experience.
Right. We're talking actionable things, stuff you can do with the tools you probably have, like right in your pocket already.
Okay, so think of this deep dive as our mission, maybe, to give you 10 solid, doable ways to get that daily English practice in, even if your schedule is totally packed.
Mm-hmm. And these aren't just abstract ideas. We'll give you quick practice examples you can literally start using, well, right after you listen.
Perfect. Let's jump straight in then. Strategy number 1. It's almost laughably simple. Ask Siri a question in English once a day.
Yeah, it sounds basic, but what's really good here is that immediate exposure, to natural sounding English.
Like what? Give us an example.
Sure, you could just say, hey Siri, what's the weather like in London today? Simple as that.
Okay.
And you instantly hear, how a native speaker might pronounce it, the rhythm, the intonation, that up and down of the voice. It's important.
Ah, right, intonation. And the key step then is you repeat what Siri says back.
Exactly. You try and mimic it. Not just the words, but how she says them, the sound.
Might feel a bit weird at first, I guess.
Maybe. But it's surprisingly good for training your ear and your mouth. Zero pressure. Great for both listening and speaking, actually.
Makes sense. It's about those little tiny interactions adding up over time.
Precisely. It's not about sudden perfection.
Yeah.
But just getting used to the sounds, the rhythm of English, little by little.
Okay, strategy 2. This one uses another digital friend, ChatGPT.
Yes, the AI study buddy.
Basically, yeah. The idea is to ask it one English question or maybe make one request daily.
This really taps into using the tech we already have, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So for practice, you could type something like, correct my sentence. I go to shopping yesterday.
Right. And ChatGPT will fix it for you.
Instantly. That's the power. You get immediate feedback.
And then the crucial part, the what to do bit, is you read that corrected sentence out loud.
Yeah. Read it aloud. Maybe repeat it, say, 3 times.
3 times.
Well, that repetition, right after seeing the correct form, it really helps your brain kind of lock it in. The right grammar, the right structure.
Gotcha. And there's a bonus, too.
Oh, yeah. You can ask it for like a mini quiz or a quick vocabulary game. Makes it a bit more interactive, maybe more fun.
So you're actively working with the language, not just reading rules.
Exactly that. You're applying it, getting feedback on your specific attempts. It's much more active than just, passively reading a grammar book.
Okay, moving on. Strategy 3 is about vocabulary, building that word bank.
The classic word-a-day approach, but with a slight twist. Learn one new word, yes, but crucially, see it used in an example sentence.
Ah, context is key.
It really is. It's just much more manageable this way. The suggestion is use a good dictionary app. Cambridge, Oxford are great, or even ask ChatGPT again.
Okay, so find a word like...
Maybe something like thrilled. You look it up and you'll see it say, I was thrilled when I passed the exam.
Right. But then you need to do something with it yourself, don't you?
Yes, that's the most important part. Write or maybe just say out loud your own sentence using thrilled.
So active use.
Active creation, yeah. That's what helps move it from just, seeing a word to actually knowing it, being able to use it. Like they say, a word a day keeps the forgetting away.
Huh, I like that. Okay, strategy 4. This one feels like a set it and forget it kind of thing.
It sort of is. Change your phone's language setting to English.
Ooh, that's clever. Passive immersion.
Totally. Suddenly, everything on your phone, menus, notifications, app names, it's all in English.
So the practice part is just noticing it.
Pretty much. Look at your notifications as they pop up. Try to mentally, or even quietly out loud, say what you're doing. Like, okay, I'm opening my camera, or I'm replying to a message.
It forces you to engage with everyday tech words in English.
Exactly. You do these actions dozens, maybe hundreds of times a day. Switching the language makes you consciously process that vocabulary. It's passive, yes, but it builds up.
It's interesting how that kind of digital immersion can actually help.
Well, you're constantly seeing English words in a context you already understand your phone's functions. Makes them easier to pick up and remember, doesn't it?
Yeah, it really does. Okay, number 5. This one has a cool name. Shadowing.
Sounds a bit mysterious, maybe,
Yeah.
but it's actually very straightforward.
So what do you do?
You watch just a short bit of an English video, maybe 10, 15 seconds. Make sure it has subtitles.
Okay, short clip, subtitles on, then what?
Then you repeat exactly what the speaker says
Yeah.
right after them, like an echo.
Trying to copy everything.
Everything. The speed, the tone, the rhythm, the pronunciation. As close as you possibly can.
Where would you find good clips for this?
Oh, short bits from TED Talks are great. Or maybe find some English-speaking YouTubers you like, ones who speak clearly.
The teacher who suggested this calls it shadowing and says it's really powerful.
It is incredibly powerful. It feels a bit odd at first, perhaps, but you're hitting so many things at once.
Like what?
Well, listening comprehension, obviously, but also pronunciation, intonation, the natural flow, the rhythm of English. You're not just understanding, you're physically trying to reproduce the sound.
Wow. Okay. That does sound intense for just 15 seconds.
Intense but effective.
Right. Strategy number 6. This one tackles speaking confidence head on.
Yes. Record yourself speaking.
Just talking.
Talking about your day, maybe. For about 5 minutes, use your phone's voice recorder, nice and easy.
So like, today I woke up at 7 a.m., then I made coffee, that sort of thing.
Exactly that. Just narrate your day, simple stuff.
Okay, recording is easy. But then comes the slightly scary part.
Listening back. Yes, that can feel a bit strange, hearing your own voice.
But it's important.
Crucial. It's how you spot things. Maybe little mistakes or awkward pauses, places where you sound a bit hesitant or unnatural, things you just don't notice while you're actually speaking.
So it builds fluency and confidence, even if it feels weird initially.
Absolutely. That self-correction, that awareness, it's a huge part of improving. You become your own coach, in a way.
Oh, okay. Number 7 sounds a bit more fun, playing this or that.
Yeah, this is a great little mental workout. Quick thinking practice.
How does it work?
Simple. You choose between two things, and then you just briefly explain why in English.
Example.
Okay. Tea or coffee? Your answer might be, I prefer coffee because it gives me energy in the morning. Just a short reason.
Where do you get the this or that ideas from?
Well, you can make them up. Or, easy option, just ask ChatGPT for some daily prompts. Give me a this or that question.
Nice. Keeps it fresh.
Yeah.
And forces you to think on your feet in English.
Exactly. Spontaneous language use, formulating quick explanations. It's all good practice for real conversation.
Strategy 8 brings us back to writing, but in a very manageable way.
The one-sentence journal.
Just one sentence a day.
That's it. Keep it simple. Write about how you feel or something you did or just an observation.
Like, I'm excited because I booked a vacation.
Perfect. Simple, personal, relevant to you.
And you can check it.
Yeah, another good use for ChatGPT. You can just ask it, is this sentence correct? Quick feedback loop.
So it builds the writing habit without being overwhelming.
Precisely. Low pressure, consistent practice.
Yeah.
And it helps build vocabulary related to your own life. Over time, those single sentences add up to more comfort with writing.
Nearly there. Strategy number 9. This focuses on making your English sound more natural.
Yeah, it's by learning idioms or phrasal verbs, one a day.
Okay, idioms like break the ice.
Exactly. Or phrasal verbs, which are everywhere in English, like turn up, meaning to arrive or appear.
And the process is similar to the vocabulary one. Find one, understand it.
Understand it, and then crucially, use it in your own sentence. That's the key.
So for break the ice, you might say?
I told a joke to break the ice at the meeting. Something practical.
And there's a fun tip here, too.
Yeah, ask ChatGPT to test you on it the next day. Just a quick recall exercise to help it stick.
Why focus on these specifically? Idioms and phrasal verbs.
Because native speakers use them all the time. Learning them makes your English sound less, textbooky and more fluent, more natural. It adds that layer of nuance.
Right. Okay, last one. Strategy 10. This sounds like a good habit for thinking in English.
It really is. Describe a picture out loud.
Any picture.
Yep. Open your phone gallery, find a random photo online, whatever. Just look at it and start talking about what you see in English.
So, in this picture, I see 2 people walking in a park. It looks sunny.
Exactly like that. Just describe the scene, the people, the actions.
And you could even get AI involved again here.
You could. Ask Siri or ChatGPT, describe this image in English, and then maybe compare its description to yours. See what vocabulary they use.
Why is this so good for thinking in English?
Because it forces you to bypass translation. You're looking at something visual and immediately trying to find the English words for it. It trains your brain to access English directly.
Creates that direct link between seeing and speaking in English.
That's the goal, developing that English-speaking mindset.
Wow, okay. So That's 10 strategies, 10 really practical 5-minute ways to improve your English.
All based on advice from an experienced teacher, yeah. Using tools we mostly already have.
From chatting with Siri or ChatGPT to shadowing videos, writing one sentence, describing a picture, they're all pretty accessible, aren't they?
Definitely. They fit into busy schedules. The main point really is consistency.
Right. It's the core message, isn't it?
Yeah.
Small, consistent actions, they really do add up.
They lead to significant progress over time. It makes learning feel less like a huge, daunting chore and more just part of your day.
Using everyday tools, everyday habits. It's quite clever.
It makes it feel achievable.
So for everyone listening, it really makes you wonder, which of these could you slot into your day, like right now?
Yeah, maybe just pick one or two, whichever seems easiest or most appealing to start with.
Give it a try today, maybe. See how it feels. It's a tiny step.
But it could be the start of, a really rewarding part of your language learning journey. Who knows where it might lead?